Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to show you this as we go into 2023. These are some of the hacks that have occurred in the recent past. Wormhole Crypto Bridge, Axie Infinity Ronin Bridge, Beanstalk Farm, Nomad Bridge, Wintermute hack, FTX Wallet hack. And remind you, Ledger Nano S, these guys, or the Ledger Stacks, these guys are coming out with the stacks here. Let's see. Let me see if it has the, I think there's an order page here. 1 second. You go to pre-order now. They're shipping these things by April 2023. So I already pre-ordered mine, and I can't wait to get this thing so we can have mine. This puts you in control of your own keys. So you, to my knowledge, I don't know of anybody with a ledger that's been hacked. Okay. Watch this. The Cameron, the Winklevoss and the Barry Silbert drama goes on.
This crypto battle, a big one taking place over the weekend. Gemini co-founder Cameron Winklevoss and digital currency groups Barry Silbert sparring on Twitter. Here's a little bit of the background about what happened. Silbert's Genesis is a lending partner of Gemini's Earn program, which allows retail users to lend their crypto in exchange for very high interest rates, as high as about 8%. After the collapse of FTX, though, Genesis halted redemptions after it couldn't meet the withdrawal request, effectively wiping out anyone who still had holdings in the Gemini program, at least at the moment, that had been lent to Genesis. So now Gemini has banded together with other creditors of Genesis to try to find a way for the crypto lender to return those assets that were owned. Now, in an open letter, Winklevoss said that Genesis creditors have repeatedly tried to get together with Silbert and sent him multiple proposals. He accused Silbert of hiding behind lawyers and investment bankers. Silbert then responded, refuting Winklevoss's claims and saying his company had developed a proposal on December 29th and hadn't received a response. But meantime, if you were on the other end of this, you are out of luck and you've got nothing. Then, by the way, underneath all of this is a question, which Barry Silbert says is not right, but Winklevoss effectively saying that Barry's larger company at the parent level effectively has a loan to Genesis, and that's what's happening here and the problem. There's other people who say that if, in fact, Genesis were to have to pay people out right now, it would kill the Bitcoin market. You were talking about Bitcoin and the value of Bitcoin, that it would sort of unravel the value because there'd have to be a lot of forced selling. So there's sort of I know this is a very complicated story. There's a lot of elements to this, but this is effectively a gating situation. And the question is,
allowed under the contract of these things?
All right, that's enough of that. Now, so there's something going on there. And it, from the appearances, these guys, the Winklevoss brothers, must be needing some money, is what it looks like. But I don't know. So I decided, out of curiosity, since the digital currency group is all involved in this, I decided to go look at their website just to see if I noticed anything that had changed, and I did. I've been covering digital currency group for a long time, and I've been in here many times, and there was something that jumped out at me immediately. They used to have up here, it used to say, who are we, or something like that. I'll show you here in a second. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't look right, because I remember them having prominently up here a link, because I've gone in and shown you who the board members are and who's involved. So I went and did the Wayback Machine. And guess what? It looks like it's been removed. The Who Are We section. And when you click on the Who Are We section, it looks like nothing is found. So that's what this looks like right now. And so I asked the question, did DCG and Barry Silbert just wipe the Who We Are section of the website that shows the executives and board members? Because I can tell you that I'm drawing a blank on their names right now, but I'll do it in another video. I'll remind you, because I've done videos on this many times. So, but it looks like some of these people don't want to have their faces associated right now. All right, eGrag Crypto, XRP ranging post update. It's a pure process of grabbing liquidity. Usually it happens before a major pump. 99% are bearish sentiment, but in the next 2 weeks, we will have a pump on XRP. If it didn't happen, then a grinding process to all-time high will start, so be patient. And he's showing one of his tweets from the Christmas. XRP ranging for 230 days. XRP's been ranging for almost 8 months between channel ABC. Closing above top range, blue-white circle is super bullish. Closing below low-end range B is super bearish. But a move is coming very soon. All right. Well, I hope that it's positivity. Now, this Kristalina Georgieva from the IMF, looks like the IMF is preparing for something in 2023.
My message is the following. 2023 is going to be a difficult year for the world. And the silver lining can only be that we use it to transform our economies, that we accelerate change that will underpin sounder.
You know what creeps me out about these people is every time that they talk about how painful the economy is going to be, they always act like it's an opportunity for them. And that is creepy.
Prospects for growth. And that's
the reason it's an opportunity for people, these government bureaucrats like this, the reason it's an opportunity for them is it's an opportunity for them to grab more power, and that's why they're creepy.
We, the IMF, fully recognize our responsibility to be a force for good.
Oh, yeah.
And a force we will be. All of us.
Oh, yeah. Us and all of our government friends in Davos. Russian Federation codifies digital ruble as the official currency. Meanwhile, Gary Gensler is holding back the entire crypto industry in the United States. What a great guy, great representative of the United States at the SEC. Now, something I have failed to mention, and I haven't been that involved in all of this, but I do wish them the best. The Flare, the biggest airdrop in crypto history, they're saying that it's on January the 9th, I believe is what they said. Now, what's interesting leading up to this, and I saw this morning, is that the Songbird token is surging up 25%, I'm assuming because Flare is about to come out. Now look at this. This is a video. For those of you that don't remember what Songbird is, it's like a test net for Flare. Now, what interests me about this is that if Songbird, in other words, anything that's built on Flare, they have to use Songbird first as a test net, which would mean to me when I hear that, and I'm not a tech guy, I'm just saying, which would mean to me is that if everything has to go through Songbird first, then all the things that eventually go on Flare and all the things that fail and don't end up on Flare, you would think logically that Songbird might have even more potential than Flare. Now, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but it sounds right to me. But here's what Songbird is. This is a guy that runs a channel, Flare Community. Okay? Go give him a subscribe. Let me make sure I am. I think I am. Yeah, I'm subscribed. And then he's got something you can join too. This section right here is interesting.
And what makes it so special? Songbird is what we call a canary network. It's like a test net, but with one subtle and very important difference. Songbird holds value and testnets do not.
That's interesting.
This is because Songbird launched with a defined supply of 15 billion SGB.
Only 15 billion.
In contrast, a testnet has unlimited supply.
It's almost like they designed it to go up in value, folks.
Songbird is the canary network for Flare, and it's able to execute smart contracts as it integrates the EVM, or Ethereum Virtual Machine. Songbird is an environment in which developers can deploy applications and experiment with new features before transferring them to the hardened Flare network. These two networks, Songbird and Fleur, are actually very similar and will implement the same novel protocols.
So the way I hear that is that everything that's built on Flare first has to go through Songbird. So it stands to reason that there would be more going on in Songbird even than Flare. So you have to want, and if it was designed with a limited supply, you have to wonder if there's even more potential in Songbird than there is in Flare. Now, reminder, as long as we're talking about Songbird, Fred Rispoli is working on, because Coinbase never did distribute our Songbird. So he's got, it's pinned it's his pinned tweet. It's at Freddie Riz. You can go, and he's got a website, so you can get in line to, don't quote me, but I think he's filing a lawsuit against Coinbase. So go check it out. I think that's what's going on. Now, there is some drama around this XRP buyback that went on yesterday. And I don't know if that's what Bob Way was saying, but it was apparently perceived by the guys at Valhill that this is what he was saying. He says, I think I saw some magic being played out in the XRP community, but I might have imagined it. I'll let you discuss and decide. And he starts out by saying it's a pattern from the book, The Big Con. And then he goes on, and I'm not going to go through the whole thread, but it gets down here, and somebody says, way too cryptic. Bobby says, sorry, Then this guy down here says he's talking about Jimmy Valley of Valhill Capital. And then Bob Way says, you tell me, I saw things that look suspicious. Did you see things that match this pattern? All right, so it's almost like he's confirming that what this guy's saying. But then Valhill Capital comes out and puts this statement out from Jimmy Valley. This is some drama right here. And again, look, I don't have anything against either side here. I'm just showing you what the drama that went on. It has come to our attention that Mr. Bob Way is on Twitter publicly disparaging Valhill Capital. Our principles and our efforts to work together with other members of the XRP community to protect our interests with respect to our holdings. We are deeply offended and saddened that Mr. Way, who we do not know and have never met, would publicly attack us in this manner. We hope that Mr. Way's expressed opinions have not actually damaged our reputation and efforts in this marketplace, a reputation that has taken years to build. For the record, and then they go on. And to his credit, Bob Way comes in and says, Valhill Capital has replied that they have nothing to do with the XRP drop yesterday. I accept their assertion. It appears my description of events was wrong. I apologize to them and all involved. They also reassert their genuine intention to protect the community and clarify that they have no fraudulent intent. I accept their statements at face value. I apologize for any offense I may have caused to them. I wouldn't say I disagree with their position on a buyback, more that technically speaking, their projection of future events makes no sense to me whatsoever, nor do the descriptions of their process I have read. But predictions are hard, especially of the future, and reasonable people can disagree. I look forward to news that clarifies that their legal proceedings do not involve community members transferring possession of their XRP. That seems to be unnecessary to me. Valhill Capital comes in and says, thank you for that, Bob. All is forgiven. Let's have that lunch. Love to. Always like to meet XRP neighbors. So everything worked out. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that there is XRP buyback drama.